I said before that I would eventually make components out of the floors. This is the time when I do that, so it's just basically component. I'm going to call it floor. If for some reason I have to do something different between the first floor and the second floor or something, I'll just make it unique and add the name as I need. And now, having done this, I've got something that goes all the way around. And the first thing I'm going to do is say, get rid of these other instances. I don't need them anymore. Get rid of the lines associated with them. Boom, they're gone. What I want to do now is copy, paste in place. I want to raise the first one up, straight up, 13 feet. I want to take these two, copy them, paste in place, drop them down 26 feet, and now I've got these as components. Now I want to try and define where the individual floors are. You may remember I said I was going to drop this down 12 inches to represent the height of the roof in there, put a 12-inch roof. I don't know if the roof was 12 inches or not, but it's a reasonable start. So what that means is from this, which would be the ceiling of this floor, down to here is 12 feet. I've got to put something in here that represents the actual floor, the surface that one would walk on in this particular space. And so what I want to do is, in this component, I want to make another line that's 12 inches up. And once again, the easiest thing to do is bring the component out where you can see it and do the editing out here. And I'm going to add just one line to run across 12 inches on all the walls. Once I get that in place, then I can say, well, actually, I'm going to stop. No, I'll put it in. I'll show you the full Monty, so to speak. Put it in there all the way around. Then I have to figure out, okay, how much of a wall is going to be above the floor? And I think, and above that will be windows. And I think it's reasonable to say that the windows are going to be, there's going to be some kind of a wall here that's going to be at least three feet high, maybe 4 feet. And so how much have we got left to work with here? Do a quick measurement, and it is 12 feet. So if I go up 3.5 feet, 42 inches, and draw another line there and say this portion here and this portion here are going to be brick, and what's above that is going to have something to do with the windows. And so let me get these lines in. All the way around. And you may be thinking, well, why am I bothering to keep this line that is below the one I'm drawing? I don't need that anymore. And in fact, you are quite correct. I only need the line on the top. So I'm going to get that out. I'm going to get that out. And this distance now represents the full, well, actually, let me keep those in there for a second. The full height of the floor and the wall. Now, if we do something interesting here, we can make the floor portion out of concrete and the wall portion out of brick. We continue around. So this will be concrete, and what's above it will be brick. Run that over there. Add the brick. Do a little cleanup. Right there, I don't need those guiding lines anymore. and finish the texturing over on this side by applying brick right there. And let's go back to the building and take a look at what the whole building looks like now. And it's starting to look like, gosh, it's starting to look like a classic hanging curtain reinforced brick frame factory. And that's exactly what I want. Now the question is, should the brick and the concrete be flush? I don't know. Doesn't need to. But in this case, I think I will make it flush and continue on with the next step, which is I want to push in where the windows are. So I'm going to push the window surface in 4 more inches. And we'll put brick on there for the time being. And I'll come over here. I'll do the same thing over here. 4 inches over here. Put brick down on that line. 4 inches over here. Oh, I didn't get 4 inches on that. It went too far. Press that in. Type in the number 4. Hit enter. There we go. That's correct now. And put that on, that brick's texture on that. And do the same thing on this face. Highlight this face. Press it in 4 inches. Texture this top surface. Here we go with that. And close the component. And you can see the value of making these things as components, because as you create one, because the edits apply to the component definition, all the instances have to follow the same definition. So as I make changes to one, it applies to all of the others simultaneously. Very fast way to get the work done.